They say somewhere in the heart of Arizona's Superstition Mountains, under a sun that burns like molten fire and shadows that twist like spirits, lies a secret that has tempted, destroyed, and consumed countless souls. A fortune in gold hidden by a man known only as the Dutchman. But what makes this story more than just another treasure legend is the trail of death, madness, and vanishing men who dared to chase it. Tonight, we step into one of America's darkest and most dangerous mysteries, the Lost Dutchman gold mine. Imagine this jagged red cliffs rising out of the desert like the bones of the earth itself. The wind howling through canyons, the silence so heavy you could swear the mountain is listening. That's where the legend begins. The Dutchman, Jacob Waltz, was an immigrant from Germany, not the Netherlands, as many assume. He came west, chasing gold like so many others, but unlike most, he claimed to have found a mine so rich that nuggets of pure gold could be picked straight from the ground. He guarded this secret with his life, and when he died in 1891, he supposedly took the exact location to his grave. But before he died, the story goes that Waltz whispered clues about the mine's location to a woman named Julia Thomas, who had cared for him in his final days. He mumbled strange directions, descriptions of landmarks, and spoke of hidden canyons that didn't appear on any map. Julia and a few companions set out to find the treasure. Days turned into weeks. The desert heat drained them, the mountains misled them, and in the end they returned with nothing. The gold was never found. That should have been the end, but instead it was just the beginning. Word spread like wildfire across the West. Prospectors, outlaws, wanderers men, desperate for fortune flocked to the Superstition Mountains. Some disappeared without a trace. Others were found dead, their bodies left to rot in the desert sun. Was it the heat, the rugged landscape, or something darker? The Apache people had long considered those mountains sacred and cursed, warning outsiders to stay away. They told of spirits that guarded the land, punishing anyone who dared to disturb it. Some believe the mine itself is protected not just by wilderness, but by something supernatural. One story tells of two soldiers who vanished in the 1870s after bragging that they had found the mine. Their remains were discovered later, mutilated, as if torn apart by something no one could explain. Another tale speaks of treasure hunters who stumbled out of the mountains half-mad, rambling about strange lights and voices in the night, claiming they were chased by shadows. Skeptics dismiss these stories as desert hallucinations, but believers whisper that the superstitions are alive, and they guard their secrets well. The sheer number of people who have gone missing here is staggering. Maps of the area are littered with unmarked graves, forgotten names, and trails that end in nothing but silence. Some say the Dutchman's mine has already been found many times, only for those who discovered it to vanish mysteriously before they could ever reveal the truth. Could the curse be real, or is it nothing more than greed leading men to their doom? Jacob Waltz himself remains an enigma. Was he really a lone prospector who stumbled across a hidden fortune, or was he guarding an older secret, one that predates the Wild West? Some researchers suggest the mine may have been originally worked by Spanish conquistadors in the 1600s, who abandoned it after repeated attacks from the Apache. Others point to even more ancient origins, perhaps a vein of gold discovered and then hidden away by native peoples long before Europeans ever arrived. If true, then the Dutchman may have merely stumbled into a mystery far older than himself. When Waltz died, a box was found under his bed. Inside was raw gold unlike anything most had ever seen. The nuggets were massive, their purity almost unbelievable. Experts claimed it didn't resemble gold from known Arizona mines. So where did it come from? That single box of gold was proof that something existed out there in the superstitions, something real. And yet, no matter how many searched, the exact spot has never been rediscovered. Picture the obsession. Treasure hunters poring over old maps, studying Waltz's cryptic deathbed clues. Some swear the mine lies near Weaver's Needle, a towering rock spire that splits the desert sky. Others believe it is hidden in a canyon whose entrance is visible only at certain times of year, when the sun casts just the right shadow. Generations have chased those clues, and still nothing. And maybe this is the perfect moment to pause and ask you, what do you think? Do you believe in the legend of the Lost Dutchman Mine? Could a fortune in gold still be buried somewhere in those deadly mountains? Or is it all a ghost story, a mirage created by greed? Let me know in the comments. I love hearing your theories. And while you're here, if you're enjoying unraveling mysteries like this one, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Mysteries of Time. It really helps us keep exploring the dark corners of history and uncovering secrets the world has almost forgotten. Now back to the desert. The superstitions are not just a place of beauty and danger, but of whispers. Over the years, people hiking the trails have reported hearing the sound of picks striking stone echoing in the canyons, even though no miners were nearby. Others say they've seen ghostly figures watching them from the cliffs. And then there are the light, strange, flickering orbs that dance across the desert night. Could it be the spirits of those who died searching for the treasure, or something else entirely? One of the most chilling stories comes from 1949, when a man named James A. Cravey set out by helicopter to search for the mine. Weeks later, his headless body was discovered in the desert. His death was ruled a murder, but no one was ever charged. What exactly did he stumble upon? Why was he silenced? Some treasure hunters claim his fate was no accident, that anyone who comes too close to the truth is doomed. And still, the legend refuses to die. Books have been written, expeditions launched, documentaries filmed. Each generation brings new seekers to the superstitions, each convinced they'll be the one to finally break the curse and uncover the Dutchman's secret. Yet the mountain endures, silent, watching, guarding. Perhaps that's the real power of this mystery. It isn't just about gold, it's about obsession. It's about how far people will go when they believe fortune is waiting just beyond the next ridge. It's about the thin line between dream and nightmare, hope and madness. The Lost Dutchman's Mine may never be found, or perhaps it already has, and those who discovered it simply never returned to tell the tale. So next time you find yourself under the scorching Arizona sun, staring at those jagged red peaks, ask yourself what secrets lie buried in the heart of the Superstition Mountains. And would you dare to go looking? Thank you for joining me on this journey into the shadows of history. If this story fascinated you, you won't want to miss our other explorations, like the mystery of the Roanoke colony, the secrets of the Ark of the Covenant, or the chilling prophecies of the Mothman. This is Mysteries of Time, where the past never truly sleeps, and neither do its secrets. Until next time, keep questioning, keep searching, and remember, some mysteries are never meant to be solved.